Michael, what made Spire such a good fit for you to want to go over there?
I think just the foundation to have the investment that they're making to be a top tier team, and the commitment that they have to do that. So, there's obviously a lot of questions this week about that, but if I didn't feel like there wasn't, the potential for it to grow into something really special, then it wouldn't have made sense. But it makes a lot of sense to me.
You thanked your front row team this week and everything. Obviously, you won the Daytona 500 with them. Was there anything that made you want to leave to go to a different team, or anything with that team in particular?
I think that there's nothing that made me want to leave. I mean, we're not leaving on bad terms.
Mm-hmm.
They're just weren't in a position to make a commitment to the future, and so I feel like I have an opportunity to do that. I want to do that. I want to drive for a lot of years in the sport, and I think that that's maybe something that folks are not catching with this is like it wasn't like Front Row came to me and said, hey, here's a 3-year deal, we want to keep you. So I didn't turn something down. I went and found an opportunity where I could drive for a lot of years.
What are you looking forward to with Carson and Corey over there?
Well, I mean, you got Carson, who obviously is the future of the team. I mean, he's got a tremendous amount of talent. I think everybody can see that. He's done an awesome job. So hopefully I'll be able to help him. I don't think I'll help him with speed on the racetrack, but I think I could help him with all the other things that go around making a race team successful. But he's got a bright future, and Corey's always overachieved. He's always had to learn to be scrappy and do more with less. But now that program's building, there's that transition that happens, and I've gone through that transition at Front Row where you're just trying to make it week to week, and to now you're trying to actually contend. So, hopefully a little bit of experience and a little bit of knowledge, and anytime that you can bring strength in any organization, from people, it's a good point, and we'll be able to do that as they expand that 3 cars there. Obviously they're running Zane, but it's a tricky deal with Trackhouse and with Spire, and some of those employees being Trackhouse and some being Spire and all those things. So just having that continuity in the shop and be able to add depth to the shop will be important.
With how involved you've been with Front Row, will you play a role at all in finding your replacement in the 34?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if they asked me, I would give my opinion, but I don't think I'll be in that conversation. But you never know.
Would you want to take that seat after you, if you could give your opinion on who would race?
Oh yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's all about what direction you want to go, right, and who's available. And no different than the truck decision that they had last year with the 38 truck. Do you put a young guy in with a lot of upside and develop him to a championship contender, or do you plop somebody in like a Brett Moffitt that can go win the championship today and he can win races? And so I think it'll be just in determining which direction they want to go and for the future of the team. I mean, obviously you already have Todd, who's more seasoned now. I wouldn't call him a rookie, right? And so he's got good experience and he'll be able to carry the team well. So I'm not really sure what I would give advice-wise, but with all the charters and moving and shaking and all that, there's still a lot of unknowns of who will be available. And there might be some top guys that are available. So I think that they'll make the best decision.
It seems like Front Row always seems to do 1-year deals with contracts. Do you have any insight as to why that is, or was it a multi-year deal, non-negotiable?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I think that there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, obviously this sport is expensive, and Bob has been spending a tremendous amount of his own money for a long time. So it's hard to commit to somebody that's such a big part of the team, knowing that there's potential guys out there that have sponsorship that could bring deals and all those things. So I understand that. I understand that aspect of the business, and I understand where we're at as a race team and how that's a real thing. So it's no hard feelings. We're going to go out there and race hard and fight hard and finish out strong, and I'm super thankful for everything that I've got to do at Front Row.
Is there any talks about if Loves is going with you over there, or are they staying with Front Row?
No, Loves has always been a Front Row partner. They were there way before I was there, and I've loved working with those guys, but that partnership is 100% Front Row Motorsports, and there won't be any of that stuff going on.
Are there any talks with sponsors? Do you know who might be a primary sponsor for you next year?
Well, that's the one thing about, people asking about why get it out early and why get it out, soon. And it was kind of a mutual thing for everybody really on the Front Row side and Spire side. Jerry asked me last week, hey, can we, get the ball rolling on this? Because we have some things we want to work through. And on the flip side of that, Spire's like, hey, if we can tell people now and go sell now, that's great. So I think that's an aspect of it, is being able to go have some time to go put together partnerships. But they got great partners there now, and I'm sure some of that will expand as well.
Hey everyone, Dalton Hopkins here with Frontstretch.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out one of the 2 videos next to me to see more of our racing content.